Hi, I'm Purella from Purella Eats, and today I'm going to show you how to make a delicious salumi board. Now these salumi boards are really handy when you want to entertain, whether it's only 3 people or a group, a larger group. You can actually find very simple things to put together. And what I would have you do is choose 3 different types of salumi. Something more traditional that the entire crowd enjoys, and then something a little more adventurous that everyone can talk about. So what I chose today is the prosciutto di Parma, 24 months aged, which is pretty much a crowd pleaser no matter what. Some mortadella from northern Italy with some pistachio nuts in it. And then something more adventurous is the testa, which is basically the Italian head cheese, which is my favorite. So that's going to be the salumi board. But to make it a little bit more interesting, just instead of just adding some bread or some crackers here, what I'm going to do is I found some crostini crusts here, and these are bathed in parsley and garlic and olive oil and sea salt, and they're already very easy to make. You can also make these yourself with some crusty baguette. Just cut it up and put it in the oven for about 5 minutes with some olive oil and sea salt, and you can have that done in a jiffy. So today, to add some of the texture and some of the elevation to the salumi board, I added something like broccoli di Rabe and some grilled olives, which I have sauteed, that are full of folic acid, iron, and a lot of the B vitamins, and some olives which we're going to add, which are grilled olives actually, that I actually got from Rayo's, which is excellent products for vegetables. You can also chop up your own calamari olives as well that you can place into your broccoli rabe. That is a classic combination for that, with a little peperoncino if you want to make it spicy too. So this has been sauteed in olive oil for about, I'd say 15 minutes in a sauteed pan with olive oil, sea salt, and a little peperoncino. And the grilled olives are added to it later. Now this is hot. It's going to come out of your skillet pan hot when you go ahead and put it onto your crostini. So you can literally put this, and you can do this in front of your friends, and you can get your crostini so they know that it's nice and warm and hot, and you can put your broccoli di Rabe here, which is wonderful starting into the spring season. These are very seasonal greens and so good for you. They have a little bit of a bitter taste. That's why I'm putting some of these olives over it as well. Bitterness, slight bitterness, because we cooked most of it out in the broccoli di Rabe, will go well with the salumi and the saltiness of the rest of the salumis. Now, one more tip: when you are buying the salumis, the easiest way, Italy has this wonderful way of packaging their salumi individually like this, so when you pull them out, they're just so beautiful and intact and voluptuous. The layers are easily removed and put onto your salumi board. Sometimes when you find and you go to the deli, they have these wax paper where they put your salumi over top of it, so when you go home it's so hard to take off and they break apart and you've got a big prosciutto mess. So this is a really great way that Italy packages their meats, so I use them all the time for my dinner parties. So you will make a couple of more of these, I would say, just enough, you know, for everyone to have one, and they're much more sophisticated than just having some bread or crackers on the side. And you can just make them very rustic. As you can see here, this is kind of a rough and tumble. Nothing needs to be perfect. So they know that they're eating very rustic Southern Italian fare here. And what I would love to top it off, remember these are nice and warm and crunchy, I'm going to top it off with some extra virgin olive oil as well over top of these crostini to make them extra beautiful. And you and your friends can enjoy a healthy salumi plate.